Hi, welcome. Today, I'm reviewing the watch, the Cincinnatus by the Cincinnati Watch Company. I'm going to talk about some of the things I like about this watch, a few niggles, not really critiques of the watch that I have, and then I'm just going to talk about some lessons that I've learned as part of my experience wearing this watch. So, welcome to You Just Watch. I'm Adi, and today I'm talking about the Cincinnatus, which is a watch by the Cincinnati Watch Company, and I have the Burgundy version of this watch, and that's what I'm going to review. This was one of the first watches that I bought when I got into microbrands. It was very highly talked about on a lot of microbrand review sites, including by Teddy, and they all appreciated the quality, the workmanship of this watch. So I thought I will give this watch a try. And I have to say, I have been very pleased with the watch overall. So the Cincinnati Watch Company is based in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it's basically a small micro brand which is owned by Rick Bell, and they have an in-house watchmaker, Jordan. So they are the two people who kind of run the company, and they have a range of watches that you can buy from them. They have a field watch, which is the Cincinnatus, and they have a dive watch. They have some interesting watches that are designed after clocks and clock towers that are found in Cincinnati. So that's something unique that they do. And they also do bespoke watches. So that's something else that they do. And I think the latest, newest entry is a pilot watch that they introduced in the summer of last year. So a range of watches, but all kind of different from the run-of-the-mill watches. So the Cincinnatus is their version of a field watch. And what that means is that it's designed for rugged use, it's designed for legibility, but it's also designed to be taken to more formal occasions as well, if you so wish. So the idea was that the military used these watches or watches like these on the field, but also in the evening they went to the mess or wherever they could wear these watches as well, right? So it's kind of a dual purpose. That's the idea behind the field watch. And this watch comes in 5 different colorways, the Cincinnatus, the black, the white, which is kind of a creamish color, the burgundy, which is the one I have, a blue, and more of a red. So those are the 5 colorways, and I actually had a hard time deciding which one I wanted, so I initially ordered 3 of them, and then I returned 2. So the ones I got were the blue, the burgundy, and the white, and I ended up going with the burgundy because I wanted something a little off the beaten track. I had blues and whites, as most watch collectors do, and I thought it was unique, it was a little different, and so that was the reason I chose the Burgundy. So let's look at the specs, features of the watch. The case is 38mm stainless steel. Thickness is around 10mm. Lug to lug is 46.5, which is very comfortable. Lug width is 20mm, so versatile. You can use a lot of straps on this, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. Push-pull crown, water resistance of 10 ATM, so not bad. And then the case back is screw-down steel case back. The crystal is double-dome sapphire with inner AR coating, but it kind of sits flat on the watch. The dial that one I have is a burgundy with some grainy texture to it and good lume to it as well. The movement is a Swiss movement, is the Swiss Celita, and it's manual winding. So you have to wind the watch every time you want to wear it. It has a good power results of almost 2 days, but you have to keep that in mind. It comes with a bracelet, which tapers from 20 to 16. It has quick release spring bras, but it has no on-the-fly adjustments. It does have 3 micro adjust positions on the bracelet. So that's kind of the technical thing about the watch. And one of the interesting things is the watch comes with a certification by the watchmaker Jordan, And he basically certifies the movement by regulating it in 4 different positions. And also for the water resistance. So that is certification as well. So the watch comes with that. So let's talk about the watch in the hand and kind of the positives. So one of the things that a lot of reviewers mention about it, the watch, was that it has a very good build quality. Someone new to watches, I actually didn't know what that meant. What is good build quality, right? I mean, you experienced different kinds of watches I had, but it was only when I got the watch in my hand did I appreciate what a good build quality is, because it just feels very well built. In terms of when you touch it, when you hold it, when you feel the watch, you can tell that somebody has spent time doing the thinking behind the design of the watch, but also the thinking in terms of how it will actually come out when it's manufactured, and not just, in terms of how it's designed. So I think I really kind of learned about that thing, about the build quality from this watch and from wearing this watch. So I think that's really something, I feel like it's really good about this watch. And the same thing is true for the build quality in terms of the winding movement. It's really, really smooth to wind it. And once you reach the end, it kind of clicks a little, so you know that it's fully wound and you can put it on your wrist. So I think that's a very smooth motion that I really like on the watch. And the look of the watch obviously is something that I was attracted to. And I think the dial, especially like this Burgundy dial, has a lot going on for it, right? A lot in its favor. And it has this grainy texture. It has really nice accents on the hands in terms of light goldish color. It has that on the rail design around the watch. The second hand has that too. So in the evening, indoors, when light falls on it, it kind of shines. I was once at a dinner and somebody from across the room approached me asking about which watch it is, right? Because they could see some hint of glimmer or glitter on it, and they were very intrigued by it, right? So it has a lot of small, interesting things going on. And even otherwise, it's a very well-balanced design in terms of the numbers on the dial, the hands and everything. Nothing seems out of balance, which is not easy to achieve when you're designing a watch, for everything to kind of fit and not be out of balance and in sync and so on. So I think they've done a very good job, and it kind of shows. It has gone through a lot of design iterations. I think it started, the first version came out under a different name in 2018. So by the time I got it, it was like 7 years. So they've done a good job of refining the watch to where it is now. So I think very nice look and feel overall of the watch. The second hand has a nice red tip, so small things that actually I think are very intriguing and nice. In terms of the fit, as you can see, I mean, the size 38 millimeter, 46.5 lug to lug just sits really, really well on my wrist. I have a 7-inch wrist, kind of on the flat side, so I can actually wear most watches well, 36 to 42, everything kind of fits, but this one in particular sits very well. It's very well balanced in terms of weight too, which is something I kind of care about. So the weight of the watch head, the bracelet, everything kind of fits well, wraps around nicely. So I think from that perspective, a very good job in terms of making the well. And it's reliable. It has a Swiss movement, which is a reliable movement. And because they use manual winding movement, they can keep the watch thin. So that's one of the reasons. And also the cost. I would assume that's the reason why they kind of keep the manual winding movement. So now on the wrist, it's not just the look and feel, but I think one of the things that really also works in its favor is because it's a field watch and it has 20 millimeter lug, it's quite versatile. in terms of the different straps that you can use on it. You can obviously do leather. You can do NATO straps. I've tried a bunt strap, so canvas straps, a lot of different versions. One of the caveats there is because it's a burgundy color and it's not a very bright, but more of on the dull grainy side, you have to work a little to get the right match. But once you do, it really comes through and it looks really nice. So I think that's something really in favor of this watch. And it fits well on the wrist. It looks nice even from a distance. So that part I think is interesting and good about this watch as well. So a lot of different ways in which you can wear the watch. So coming to some of the criticisms and less criticisms, I would say, and more some of the niggles or things for improvement with this watch that I kind of think about is I wish the Burgundy was a little less dull, could be a little brighter or richer. And I think then the watch would look better even in more conditions. But I think that's a very personal preference. That's something that I like in my colored dials, is for them to be a little on the brighter side and not on the dull side. Case and the sapphire, I wish it domed a little bit and wasn't that flat. I think that would make the beauty of this watch shine through even more. And that's, once again, it's a personal preference where I think that it would be good to have something like that. And the bracelet is great in terms of fit, but no on the fly adjustments, micro adjustment. I think it kind of, given where things are these days, that's something to kind of improve upon, I would say, in this watch. So that's something else I think is worthy of consideration. But otherwise, these are all small wish list on niggles more than criticisms of the watch out, I think. So what are some lessons learned for me personally? Because this was one of the first watches I bought, micro brand watches and watches overall, automatic mechanical watches that I bought. So I realized that, there is something to be said for the build quality. When people say something is built well, it can be built very well, it can feel well, it can look well. So there is something of that. And at the price point, this watch is now around $700. I think you get a lot for that price in terms of the Swiss movement and the quality of the watch. Like, I feel like when I wear it, that this is something that will last me forever. I don't have to worry about it. And yeah, it's getting scratched, as you might see in the videos and in the photos. I mean, I've been wearing it a lot, so it's going to get scratches and so on and so forth. But beyond that, I don't feel like, I have to baby this watch. So that, I think, is something, where the build quality kind of comes into play. The manual wind is a robust movement. You have to remember to wind it. I am someone who kind of enjoys that daily thing. So I actually don't mind it at all. And I know there are pros and cons and people have their own preferences. But for me, I don't mind the manual winding. I think it's a good ritual to kind of start the day or whenever you put the watch on to kind of do the winding. The other thing I kind of learned is that when you have watches that have a colored dial, especially something like this, the smudges show a lot more. So it has to be wiped clean a lot more than, especially a white watch and even a black one. So that's something that you have to be careful about. And I think that's something, you learn as you experience different things. The other important thing for me that I learned from this watch is that I am okay with all the numerals on the watch for the hours, but my preference, I think, would be to not have too many numerals. So the field watches with a lot of numerals are something I might have one or two, but it's not something I would gravitate towards, because I think for me, there's a lot going on the watch suddenly, and they have to be done just right for it to not feel like, it's a lot of text on the watch. So that's something else I learned about this watch, wearing it. So that's a quick review of this watch. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them behind on the channel, and don't forget to subscribe. That would be very good for the channel as well. So I hope you enjoyed this review.